Sink 'em, sink 'em.
Yeah, with your luck, how much more luck does a man need, eh? Right, we're off. We're going. Right, my name is Richard. I'm going to be your captain today. Now, as your captain, it's my duty and responsibility to make all my passengers aware of the life-saving and emergency equipment that we have stored on this vessel. It's all stored on the roof of the boat, should we need it. That's where they put it. But we probably won't need it, will we? Because we're lucky, aren't we? Yeah, we're very lucky. St. Gebricius here on our left, our local church. Of course, St. Gebricius is a very unusual name. It actually comes from a 6th century saint from the county of Herefordshire. There are further 2 churches, ladies and gentlemen, in the county of Herefordshire that do share the same name, so this is one of 3. Okay, all got that?
Yeah.
Now you're all going to pay attention, aren't you? Yeah. Yes, because I'm going to be asking questions on the way back. Okay, so get ready. You can take notes if you like, I don't mind. Hi.
This is where we've got to turn around a bit and then go the other direction.
So here we go. We're going to head over to the bank. And then when I say, I want you to all lean to the right. Now there is a second tulip tree which is located at the rear of the church, and this was planted much more recently, back in 1989, ladies and gentlemen. And this was to celebrate the 700-year anniversary of course, the church itself. So we've got 2. The wheels are still on the coach. Nobody's pitched them yet. Well, not on this side anyway. We're very interested. The name dates back to the Roman times. Okay, it goes all the way back to the Roman times. The name comes from the Roman verb vega. Has anybody ever heard of that word vega? Yeah, it's a Roman verb which means to roam and wander. Roam and wander. And of course the River Wye certainly does that, roam and wander. Now when it's translated into modern day English, it spells Y. So yeah, why not? Yeah, it spells Y. So the name, the River Wye, comes from the Roman verb vega, meaning to roam and wander. This is called the Old Ferry Inn, ladies and gentlemen. And it's a public house, so it might be of some interest to some of you. Of course, it's the oldest public house that can be found anywhere on the entire 152 mile stretch of the River Wye. And it dates back to 1473. Now, from that very high viewpoint, of course, you can see 7 different counties, ladies and gentlemen, 7 different counties. But what you probably don't know is you can actually see 3 of those 7 counties from the boat. So I'm going to show you 3 of them in a minute. £12 for that building. Delivered, yeah, £212 delivered all the way from Switzerland. Of course, being made from Swiss pine, we're thinking it could have been flat packed. Like here, maybe. But what we do know for sure, it came on the market in 2005 and sold for almost £1 million. Yeah, it's a lovely place. Now the gentleman that owns it, ladies and gentlemen, well, this is particularly pointed towards the girls, the gentleman that owns it is single. And he's looking for love. At the moment we are 264 feet above Monmouth town centre, which lies 6 miles directly downstream. Monmouth being the birthplace of King Henry V. And of course, if you look downstream now, can you see the ropes going across the rapids with the poles hanging down? What they do, they lower those ropes, the poles come down, touch the water, and then the canoeists weave in and out the poles on their way down through the rapids. Do you reckon we could do that? Then you've got the island in the middle, and on the right hand side of the island, that's where the old weir used to be. Now this area, ladies and gentlemen, that is now known today as Severn Bridge, was originally called New Weir. That was the original name for the area prior to the 17th century. Now, as best as we can tell, the name changed around about the beginning of the 17th century, and this was mainly due down to one man, which it often is, by the name of Mr. Robert Simmons. Now Mr. Robert Simmons at that time, of course, he was the High Sheriff of Hereford and the major landowner in the county of Herefordshire. So basically, he owned all of Herefordshire. It's probably given to it at some stage, I expect. But anyway, he introduced the toll system that anybody passing through it, over his land, through this area, and bear in mind it was very busy for trading route, would have to pay him a toll. So it was like a toll gate here and they used to collect the money. I think we're heavy efficient, and then of course they're coming on the boats, and of course these boats, like we're on today, they've been running for about 70 years. You know, these big boats. It's a long time. Right. Okay then. Now, of course, there was other industries that came and went throughout the WYE Valley, such as mining. There was a lot of mining, and they mined for coal and iron ore in various locations up and down the WYE Valley, and they used to obviously get this coal and iron ore out the ground, and they used to use it, move it as far inland using a boat called a WYE barge. I don't know if you've ever heard of a WYE barge. Basically, they were designed specifically for the coal industry to carry tons of coal. They were a very flat bottom boat, a bit like the ferry boat really, but they could take literally tons and tons of payload. Back in those days, there was no trees along the riverbank. It was all cut down, just a pathway, and they used to use horses to pull these barges and carry tons of coal and iron ore, in some cases far inland as Hereford. And that continued right up until about the 1850s, and then of course the railways came along, and we used to have a railway line. We used to run from the Forest Dean down through here, and there used to be a tunnel just the other side of these trees, and then the tunnel used to come through the hill, and there was a little railway station a little bit further down, and they would stop there and drop off cargo and passengers, and then continue on down. The one on the right hand side was Herefordshire, and the third one in the distance on the horizon was Monmouthshire. Okay, so basically that side of the river is Gloucestershire, this side of the river is Herefordshire, and if you look straight downstream it's Monmouthshire. Okay?
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
All right, and then they missed the coach, and oh dear, and they were behind schedule and that sort of thing. This boat was designed Amsterdam style water bus, and what they did was destroy they went into Amsterdam, a couple of these thank you all very much for coming aboard the Lady Christina with WYE Valley Cruises. I do hope you all had a pleasant, relaxing trip here on the famous River Wye, so thank you very much for coming aboard. Once we dock the boat, can you please just take a moment to check that you do have all your belongings with you before disembarking, okay? So just check that you've got everything with you before leaving the boat. And like I said, thank you very much for coming. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I certainly hope it was worth the extra wait. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
It's going to go wait long enough.
I'm not fussed about that trade. Legally, within a week or so.
Don't worry about your dogs, love. Just don't spill your ice cream. Looks like you need it. Oh dear! Don't scare us. There we are. Don't let anybody tell you there's no bears in the Forest of Dean. There's one just there. Right, well there you are, ladies and gentlemen. That's your boat trip done. Far better than the choo-choo train, as people have been telling me.
That was good.
But like you say, the timing, it was nothing to do with me. It was a misprint on the paperwork by Blake's coach's office. So it wasn't my fault. But, I was told to pass that on.
I bet you got them around your pond, didn't you?
you say, what we're going to do is make our way on back to the hotel. Should take us about half an hour to get back. I'm not going back via Monmouth, otherwise it'd take us over an hour. It's very busy.
No shelter-based account, isn't it? Here,
Like you say, this evening now,
Mind your dear.
like you say, tonight now dinner is 7 o'clock. Okay, it's been put back a bit. Alright?
Hey, something?
No, but I'm on tour here. Where are you heading for?
Lorry driver's asking you questions.
Hereford. If you go this way, you come out to the main. Follow this road. Okay, yeah. No, if you go this way, you'll come to the main A40, and then follow that. You'll go towards Ross on Y, and then it'll redirect you in. It's the easiest way, because you won't go that way. It goes, yeah. All right.
Indicator on that thing. Terrible, yeah.
Tractor driver was on his phone and had a flask in his hand.
There's no indication.
What are they doing?
And it didn't indicate.
What's this way?
All I can say is best luck, Mr. Lorry driver, because he get a bit. in the reception area 9 o'clock.
Okay.
Okay, 9 o'clock. And I will be leaving at 10. Okay, I'm leaving at 10 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
Like you say, the reason why I'm leaving at 10 is I have to wait for the one to catch me from Chester so we can exchange passengers so that everybody can get home, including us. There you go. Alright, so in reception by 9 o'clock with your suitcases, I will load them while you're in having a late breakfast. And I will be leaving at 10. There you are, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you've enjoyed your day out today. You've been lucky with the weather yet again. Oh, there's our breakfast lady, just finished. There's some other idiot, I don't know who he is. But there you go. And that's not a garage on the right hand side, that's their sort of sports area for children. They're doing tennis and football and all that. What's Daddy gonna do?
I'm leaving my water here, alright?
Okie dokie, madam, you leave your water wherever you look. There we are, ladies and gentlemen, so I shall see you at dinner. Thank you very much, there you are.
Departure time now. Lots of people milling around. I think we've had 50 people.
49. Simply precise, you know, 49.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll do.
Bye.
Let me think.
Ah, dear. Okie doke, there you are, ladies and gentlemen. I must admit, I wish didn't have the freezer delivery when they turned just before we leave. I could see the cauliflower and broccoli was all fresh because it was in boxes out of that freezer van, so it was all right. Now there you are, all loaded, all cases on. If you've left your case in your room, then tough. They might forward it after they've washed it for you. You never know.
I expect the water to do that.
I went for a walk last night. I got half a dozen golf balls for when I go out, so I'm alright. Radio, there you are, ladies and gentlemen. We're on our way.
Oh.
And, Ken's just coming down to Walsall, so he's having a fairly good run at the moment. So we're going to make the short journey into Chepstow. Should take us about 40 minutes to get there, 40. We'll give you a break there. The aim is to be at Castle Green in Taunton at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, about 5 then. Is Daddy alright?
Oh, there's another delivery. Oh, it's the bed man.
Brewery lorry.
He's the one who brings all the fresh towels and sheets.
But they send their laundry out to be done.
Right now it's quite common here to have a tailback getting down to Chepstow.
Chepstow racecourse, well-known racecourse, isn't it? I used to listen to racing commentary, used to be on the radio, I didn't know we owned racing from Chepstow. Go quickly, quickly, go quick.
Look at the reflection over
Thanks,
here.
Ken. Quickly,
It's the right way around.
that's the campsites in there. People were there. Staying.
Who's they?
All these bikes that went across the road.
Oh.
Came through there for that gate.
Hello.
This is the famous bridge, isn't it? Chepstow? No?
So here we are, crossing back into Wales. Like I say, the white bridge over to the left there is the one we're not allowed to cross. That's the 7.5 ton. That's the one with the Welsh dragon in the centre of the bridge.
Can't pick that out really.
Coming back into Wales from England.
Where's the second Severn Bridge?
There's Chepstow Castle, and then what's the reflections? Can I see with the light?
And like you say, down to the left you can just get a glimpse of the old bridge. The old Severn crossing.
We've got across there, will we?
Yeah, we'll go across that one later.
Yeah.
Then we're joining traffic at Bristol.
See that new Toyota's got that, lane detectors.
I'm going up here to parking now. When you park at one place, you can see.
I think we drove in here the other day, didn't we?
Yeah.
Do you want coffee?
Put some there. Let's walk right that hotel. That woman's on about it.
Oh, there's my favourite sign. Just watch out, gentlemen. That's the elderly people. Female pickpockets in process. Just find it funny. It always looks like she's got her hand in his back pocket trying to get his wallet. But there you are. Here we are, just coming down into Chepstow Coach Park, which is where I'm going to drop you off. Like you say, it's just a short walk back up the hill here, back into the town. I'm going to be leaving here at 1 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen. 1 o'clock. Alright, you got the museum, which is free. You can go and try and get into the castle. You're meant to book. You never know your luck. You might get in because it might not be busy.
Museum.
Is there a park over there or something? What's that up there? There's a big old building.
That's a castle.
Oh, that would be more interesting to look at than the town centre.
You have to pay for that. I want to go to the town centre.
Oh, do? Shops?
Yes, I do. I'm going to stay there for 2 hours.
Oh.
Like I say, there are toilets there. Whether they're unlocked or not, I don't know. Remember, we are in Wales, so when you go into premises, you will require a mask.
Where's the toilet?
Did you hear
Just to
that?
our left there.
Do they wear a
Whether
mask
they're
over
open
here?
or not, I don't know. They look quite locked up. Like I say, museums across there. Out the entrance there, back up to the right, just gentle stroll up the hill back into Chepstow. There you are, ladies and gentlemen. Like you say, I'm leaving here at 1 o'clock.
Okay, thank you.
They'll shot off like a rocket to the shops. I'm not too sure which direction she would have got to and got to this point.
I thought it was going to be higher on this left. So when do you expect to get there now?
There.
Yeah, where?
We're going to sit down.
Get where? Before I left or before I got there?
Right, before you left.
He's already.
No.
Room. A lot of people going to the southwest tonight.
Scared. A lot of people going to the southwest again.
Oh, it's nice. I thought it was going to be.
Could we
Very
try
good sort of way. Sorry, man. Somebody up the hill's looking for me. I was just sat enjoying myself by the river.
That's alright. Didn't know anything about the river.
I just walked down there. Just, to our table, they were in a coffee to get on the cup. On this sign here, it says, this is very time we went there. It says river walk.
Oh!
Riverside.
Where is it? Just over there?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you are.
Well, they're just,
Our last visit
that's that
for
white
this
thing,
holiday.
just there, all along there.
No.
Just there.
Yeah, it's all downhill on the map.
Just the other side of these buildings.
Oh.
So, like you say, what we're going to do now is make our way on down to Burnham at Sea.
We're not at sea.
Yeah, well, that's what they did to the pier.
Oh, terrible.
Like you say, then after that we'll go on to Bridgwater services, where we'll probably have to have a 45-minute stop, because otherwise I can't get the wonderful people back to Taunton. And they'll have to stop on the link road somewhere, and I don't really want to do that. So there you are. Alright, so we'll have a stop at Bridgwater. And that depends on the traffic to what time we get there. But we should be in Taunton Castle Green at 4 o'clock.
We saw that the other day, didn't we?
Yeah. It's very pleasant along there. The pubs and shops, running up in the shake and places selling drinks and the seats out and the cover and everything.
Because you normally don't pull I've had the emails from the WYE. Autumn breaks now ready for you.
So what are you going to break in order then?
I didn't even look at them.
Yeah, I've looked at it yet.
Yeah, he's the Wetherspoons. As she pointed out, you've got a royal sticker. So what is it then? A nice rump steak tea?
What, tonight? No, probably KFC.
We are.
Which is white.
Oh yeah.
We'll see what happens, see what time we finish.
Yeah.
Might treat us a chinky.
Ooh, that would be nice.
Bit of slip.
Nice gardens in there, apparently.
Yeah, it's nice. I saw that on the way up there yesterday. Well, Mary's going to get a taxi, she said. In the morning after this station.
Well, sister's coming to stay. services there, that white building
Oh
on the
yeah,
left.
yeah.
I think they've turned it into something else now. It doesn't service us anymore. I think it might be a hotel. Anyway, that's effectively the end of our holiday, isn't it? So this will be the end of our video as well. Hope you've enjoyed following us around. This is there as well. Hope you've enjoyed watching our antics. We're stuck in traffic here. We're in Bristol. And why did we pull up behind? Or in fact, that overtook us and pulled in front of us. And the coats from the same company.
Just trying to work out what that is drawn on the back of his door.